Welcome to Get Real with Eddie, the show that dives into local, regional, and national real estate, the largest creator of millionaires, and the key to building generational wealth. Hosted by Eddie Rudiger, designated managing broker of Exit Real Estate Specialists. Eddie is here to share expert insights and strategies to help you unlock the power of real estate. Now, let's grow in real estate with Eddie Rudiger.
Good morning, Nancy.
Good morning, Edward.
How are you?
I am well. How are you?
I'm doing good. Had a rough real estate weekend, but that's neither.
You did.
I did. There was a lot of things that were in place that completely fell apart, but that's part of real estate.
That is the frustrating part of real estate.
And I had some clients that decided, you know what, we're going to hold off and not do this now, and that's fine. More the power to them. They need to know who, what, when, and where, and what's in their best interests.
Yeah, and regroup.
Absolutely on the regrouping. There's no doubt about that. So, speaking of regrouping, we got a big thing to talk about. We have a new Fed chair that's been named.
Yes.
It's got to go through the nomination process.
Yes.
But Kevin Warsh has been nominated to serve as the next Fed chair. And I wrote an article about this on exitrealestatespecialist.com. So if you guys want to go out and check this out. So who is Kevin? Warsh previously served on the Federal Reserve Board.
Can you share?
I thought I was sharing.
No, I'm just looking at your face.
Well, that's a beautiful thing.
Says your wife.
I'm just saying.
Just,
Am I sharing now?
Oh, there it is.
There it is. And now you can see less of my beautiful face.
Yes, who is? Kevin Warsh.
There we go. So Kevin served as the Federal Reserve Board from 2006 to 2011, since has held academic and private sector roles, including fellow at Stanford University, Hoover Institute, according to the Boston Globe. Critically, crucially for markets and real estate, that's the big question, is where is he going to be? Office described him as hawkish. However, it doesn't necessarily mean he's going to go in and start cutting rates right out of the gate.
And if you look at historically what he's done, he's been the opposite. He's always pushed higher mortgage rates or higher interest rates to battle inflation.
He's very, very more, I think, anti-inflation than low rates for blah, 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 for growth. I mean that's so he's going to be more anti-inflation, I think. But it's
going to be interesting to see. Yeah, but it's hard to tell.
Honestly, I think the market needs A, stability, but B, not something where they can just, that's what he's going to do. You know what I mean? They need consistency. It needs to be set. And the other aspect people forget, there's more than one way to skin a cat.
Absolutely.
You don't have to cut rates to get mortgage rates to come down.
Right. Well, and we don't always see the entire picture that they see.
No, they see a lot of data and a lot of stuff there. So the focus is stability and control of inflation, I think it's going to be. It's a potential shift towards rate cuts under political pressure. All right. So this is going to be it was a really interesting pick. I don't think this is and I don't like talking politics on the show. I like talking policy. But from the politics side, everybody thought Trump was going to pick a yes man and cut rates. Man and cut rates. Now, I've seen the left try to spin him into being that just because
I haven't really seen that.
I've seen some stuff getting ready for the show this morning that was saying, it's going to be a difficult confirmation. But it's all pundits talking. It's not elected officials. What I've seen out of elected officials, they're very, very happy. Almost on both sides of the aisle, because it doesn't look like he's a yes man. It doesn't look like he's just going to come in and do. He will be an independent Fed.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
And you know, and that's the whole reason why the Fed independence is important.
So important. Yes.
Because we don't want a shift for the politicians. We don't want. I mean, it's the same reason. Everybody argues, "Oh, we're a democracy. We're a democracy." We're not a democracy. We're a republic. And you don't want a democracy because in a democracy, mob rules, and there's no rights for the minority.
Way more complicated than that.
But it's the same. That's the same aspect that I'm pointing out to with the Fed. You want that Fed independence also.
You need the Fed independent because you don't want Fed policy to change every 4 years as people change. You need consistency, like you said, in order to keep the markets. In order to keep things flowing, you need a grown-up in the room.
Yeah, and the other thing is, I made the comment earlier, the other way they could lower interest rates. Now, that's the other thing is the Feds didn't cut.
Yeah, they didn't cut. They held.
They held. And I was expecting a hold. Were you expecting a hold?
Yeah, I was. I didn't think they were going to do anything.
Exactly. And so they held. But if you read the guidance, they are looking at buying treasury bonds over mortgage-backed securities, which means they have a concern on inflation more than interest rates for housing. If they want to lower the interest rates on housing, they can buy mortgage-backed securities, and that'll bring the rates down. But I think they want to get inflation down before they start getting into getting the rates down.
Yeah.
And they can do that with what they're investing money into without cutting the Fed's fund rate. So, like you say all the time, there's so much more to it. There's so much more to it. And this is just a scratch at the table. But I'm actually very, very happy with the pick. I thought it was a good pick. And again, I think it's still going to be an independent Fed.
I'm hopeful that it'll be an independent Fed.
Yeah.
I'm hopeful.
Yeah. I mean, so it's going...
And the markets are reacting kind of interesting, too, because gold and silver both took a big old drop.
Yeah.
So that, to me, means the people that are investing in gold and silver are feeling a little more comfortable.
Well, it also...
we'll see.
And it also means, to me, that if gold and silver are going down, the market's a little bit less concerned about inflation, that they think the inflation is going to be addressed. All right, because that's usually a hedge against inflation is gold and silver, hard assets. Real estate's another hard asset against inflation, for the record. But that's the big one thing too. But again, it's so much more than that. I think it's investor confidence. I think it's the hedge against inflation. It's all of those things.
It's so much. It's so much and more.
It really
it really is.
But I do think that this could really set us up. I don't see the Fed necessarily dropping rates right out of the gate when he comes in. I still think there's a chance, based on where we're at right at the moment, we could get down to 5.5, and we've seen some 5 3/4 and high fives
later in the year.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah. So I mean, it just puts it back in perspective of where everything's at. So, with that, they are talking that there is a bit of a cold snap with the housing market. So
it's been rough weather wise. So and you know what, that does affect real estate.
Yeah, it has been, but it's interesting what the article on Realtor.com had. Mortgage rates are lower, so what's holding back the market? Like thermometer pending, home sales took a downward turn in December, plunging 9.3% compared to the prior month and 3% from a year ago. An unexpected turn in sales interrupted months of steady gains and what had seemed like a promising point for the housing market. The National Association of Realtors pending home sales index, looking forward indicator of home sales based on contract signs. The housing sector is not out of the woods yet, says Lawrence Yoon, chief economist, after several months of encouraging signs in pending contracts and closed sales. The December new contract figures have dampened the short-term outlook. So, was it weather? I mean, we got some weather in December, but it wasn't.
We got some surprise weather in December. I know that the South has had some surprise weather.
But that's been more recent.
Well, but the cold, we had cold in December.
We had
some
cold since
snow.
November. Let's be honest.
November, December.
We had snow in November, and it's been cold and
a
snowy.
big snow.
Yes, and it was a big snow. I mean, it was, but it warmed up for Christmas.
Melted just in time for a non-white Christmas. Yes.
My kid was all about it. He's like, Dad, are we going to have a white Christmas? And I don't think so, bud. And then we pulled out, and there was still like a little pile of snow by the tree, where you shovel everything out. I'm like, there's your white Christmas, buddy. I'm sorry.
Go for it.
Dad, that doesn't count. Dad, that's not funny. I don't know what to tell you. So, the likely culprit behind the latest pending sales numbers. Here's what they got. Mortgage rates moved lower last month, averaging 6.19, and were largely credited with helping boost buyer confidence. The lead to more closings, home sales in December. In fact, NAR recently reported existing home sales surged to the strongest reading in nearly 3 years, up 5.1 in December from November. But while more buyers headed to the closing table, fewer buyers appeared to be signing contracts last month. Pending home sales fell across the country in December, led by 15% month-over-month decrease and 13% in the Midwest. So, 15% decrease in the Midwest, 13% in the West, 11% in the Northeast, and a 4% drop in the South. So, blame it on inventory, economists say, for while pending home sales may have underperformed in December. So, I honestly think it was a lack of inventory.
Yeah.
Nobody was seeing what they wanted to see at all when it came to anything in the housing market.
It's like the sale counter, it's all picked over,
Yeah.
It's like, it's just not what people were wanting.
It's like going to buy fish, and the only fish that's left over is stuff that's 2 or 3 days old. Nobody wants to buy a 2 or 3 day old fish. I mean, I'm just saying. I think that's a great analogy.
Yuck.
Exactly. That's basically, I was showing houses, trust me. It was yuck. It was yuck. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
Now, it does seem like the market's coming out of the muck a little bit. But remember, I kept saying, man, it feels like we're stuck in the muck. It feels like we're stuck in the muck.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just, things are just dragging. And, but I'm seeing a lot of, things are hopping. Things are starting to really pop. There's a lot of movement. There's a lot of whispers. There's a lot of people revving up. But here again, it's Super Bowl, coming up to Super Bowl.
Yes. Yes.
So
people got their 1099s. They're getting their taxes done. They're getting everything in line. So it's that time of year where, you start getting that, hey, we're going to get this, or we're going to do that, or we're going to, all of that stuff falls into place. So 10 markets posted the largest annual increase in home pending sales. So Louisville, Jefferson County, San Antonio, Virginia Beach, Charlotte, Boston, Phoenix, Oklahoma, Miami, Pittsburgh, and Memphis, Tennessee. So Louisville, Jefferson had a 23.8% increase in pending sales annually. That's huge.
that's crazy.
And
That's in Kentucky? Indiana? You went too fast.
Sorry, Kentucky. It's like Kentucky, Indiana. It's right there on the border.
Texas and North Carolina, they're yeah.
So the first time confidence index, first time home buyers, the index is down 1 point to 29% from November of 2025, down 2 points from last year. It was 31%. So median days on market is up to 39 from 36 in November and 35 from December last year. These are national numbers. And the cash sales are up 1 point to 28% from last month in December, from 27% in November, but down. They're even with last year. Last year it was 28% were cash sales. Be interesting to know historically what the cash sale amount is. I don't know if we can do that in our things.
I don't know. We could try.
I'm going to take a look. I'll take a look at that.
Yeah.
Because I would
That'd
love
be
to know
really interesting.
percentage of the market that's cash buyers right now and seeing where that over the historical. We'll have to do that when we get to numbers. Mortgage rates did recently hit a 3-year low, and it's a big deal. So rates officially dipped their toes into the 5s, making Nancy do the happy dance.
Yes.
Something hasn't happened in 3 years. So now rates are sitting in the low 6 territory, and
Upper 5s.
yeah,
I've been watching them bounce into the upper 5s.
I agree.
Quite a bit.
Quite a bit. So, like I said, I think there's more than one way to skin a cat. I think the rates can come down on their own arbitrarily. Where is the Fed funds rate at? Are we at 3.75? What?
I have to look. I haven't looked at that for a little bit here.
The benchmark interest rate recorded is 3.75. So it's 3.75 probably to 4 because it's usually a quarter point gap. But if you figure 3.75 and that historical gap is 1.7, 1.8.
1.8.
So that means if we go historically, we could squeeze that down to 5.75, maybe 5 point,
And it's been
4?
sitting about 5.7 to 5.8 the last couple of weeks.
Well, and that's the thing. When you have lenders out there lending, going back to supply and demand, and you got lenders out there lending, and there's a lot of lenders I'm noticing in the market, but only a few buyers. Your supply of buyers and your demand is lower than the supply. You would think rates are going to fall. You would think those prices would come down in competition. Well, I'm going to do this and I'm going to cut this rate, or I'm going to do this or I'm going to cut this rate.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you're starting to see, because there's a solid footing and floor in with these rates coming down.
Yeah.
So now that they don't have to be pricing up 3 points over what the Fed's funds rate is, because rates might go up next month. No, they're consistently coming down.
Yeah, they're pretty consistent these days.
So I think you could get back to that more traditional gap that we've talked about on the show of 1.7, 1.8. And I mean, if you think about that, that puts you at 5.45 on the low end.
Mm-hmm. That sweet 5.5% spot. Sweet spot.
I mean,
I'm waiting.
You'd be under 5.5.
I'm waiting.
I mean, where we're sitting at right now, I don't know if the Fed needs to do anything else. I think it could do it on its own. And I don't think you would get... I think we're going to get a normalized market, not a crazy hair on fire market.
Yeah, if you're...
Because if we get hair on fire, that means prices are going to go up, and that's going to cause more inflation.
Yeah, that's going to cause more anxiety, more problems. And affordability will go right out the window. Because we're just on the verge anyway.
Yeah, yeah. And then that brings up, we had the state meetings last week, and I got something I want to bring up to the our thing, but I had a great conversation on affordability and something that I think is missing in our market for affordability.
Okay.
So, and that is, where's the small builder at? We've got
They're
all these
gone.
large, I know.
They're gone.
So, I mean, it's going to be an interesting conversation on getting that small builder that used to build, 15 homes a year. All right?
They're just
they're building a basic,
they're
because
not there.
because and you know why you can tell they're not there? Look at your pre-existing lots that are in neighborhoods that are empty lots. Those have not gone up in price in how long?
A long time.
We have not seen any of those lot prices go up in any aspect.
I think part of the problem is COVID killed off the small builder in a lot of ways because the lack of tradesmen to build. It became unaffordable.
I don't think it was just COVID. I think it was prior to COVID, we never got them back from the Great Recession. I think you've got these larger institutions, but even before in 2018, 2019, I couldn't find a small builder if I had somebody, hey, I just want to build a basic ranch 1,200 square foot house.
Oh, you couldn't find. Well, that's when John and I were looking at
Yeah.
building. You could not. It had to be at least 3,000 square feet.
Yeah.
Even the small builders, 3,000 square feet, because
Yeah.
they couldn't make money off of it.
Yeah.
If it went any smaller, and that was part of the reason why we chose not to build, because we didn't need a 3,000 square foot house.
And that's what we need. We need that builder to come back and start, that's willing to build that can build
2,000, 2,200,
even
1,800.
even 1,500, 1,200. I mean,
They're not there.
my house is just under 1,700 square feet. I have a ranch, and I'm like 1,678 at my square footage.
Yeah.
All right, and it's not a huge ranch house, but it's a good sized ranch house.
Yeah, your house is good size.
Yeah,
It lives big. It lives big. It's all about the layout.
I have a really decent layout.
You do.
There's some
You have
things I
very
don't
good layout,
I don't
layout.
like about my layout, but it's a decent layout.
Yeah.
I would, if I could gut and reconfirm or
Configure
the garage-ish.
that entry
Yeah.
into the house.
Yeah, because you come right into the kitchen,
Oh, yeah.
all right, and there's nowhere to put bags, coats, anything.
Junk.
Yeah, as you walk in. And then the other thing I hate is you have to go through the laundry room to get to the basement. And that's always been a pet peeve of mine. I want the laundry room off as a laundry room. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
always just been something that drove me kind of personally insane.
Yeah. And the laundry room over by the entrance to the garage would solve that problem.
Yeah, I just don't know how you would reconfigure that in my house aspect. You would have to...
You'd be pushing the kitchen all over the place.
You'd be pushing the kitchen. And I've got a bathroom I'd have to move probably. I'd have to almost move the garage door. It would be a lot.
It'd be a thing.
So...
It'd be a thing. But overall, it's not a bad layout.
No, it's not a bad layout. So, all right, let's talk some Joliet numbers after the break. Keep it here with Get Real with Eddie.
Are you a real estate agent ready to take your career to the next level? Tired of feeling like just another number in the office? It's time to join a brokerage that's invested in you. Exit Real Estate Specialist. At Exit, we don't just offer a desk, we offer growth, mentorship, and the tools you need to build lasting success. Led by Eddie Rudiger, designated managing broker, we focus on helping agents create generational wealth, not just close deals. Imagine having the support of cutting-edge technology, top-tier training, and a culture where your success is celebrated. Plus, with Exit's unique residual income opportunities, you're not just earning commissions, you're building your future. Ready to grow? Ready to thrive? Join Exit Real Estate Specialist today. Call Eddie Rudiger directly at 815-823-5478 or visit www.exitrealestatespecialist.com to learn more. Your future in real estate starts here.
Welcome to the Lions Club. Being a lion means knowing that kindness matters. We believe in changing the world by serving the needs of our local communities. More than 1.4 million lions around the world are responding to local and global challenges with kindness and care. Come volunteer with us. Your Lions journey starts here. The Crest Hill Lions Club invites you to reach out to your local Lions Club to learn about how you can be a part of a community and bringing passionate, kind-hearted people together to serve local needs. They build relationships that lead to opportunities. In short, when lions serve, life improves, and the community grows. Grow with us. The Crest Hill Lions Club would also like to thank our sponsors who help with our yearly events, such as the car show and picnic at St. Joe's Park, and those who attend and support our Easter egg hunts, Shanahan Bingo, and many more events. The Crest Hill Lions Club meets the first and third Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. For more information on being a lion, go to lionsclub.org to start your journey today. That's lionsclub.org.
It's Eddie Rudiger from Exit Real Estate Specialists.
And Get Real with Eddie. I want to bring to your attention the Herbert Trackman Planetarium at Joliet Junior College. My son loves this. They offer free shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. It's perfect for stargazers. The show provides excellent astronomical instruction and entertainment for no charge. That's right, it is free on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. The planetarium features a 30-foot diameter dome, a new OmniStar digital planetarium projector. During the shows, you can enjoy sky tours using the projector and PowerPoint presentations covering a wide range of astronomical topics. For more information, please visit jjc.edu/planetarium. And for you educators out there, they are open for field trip bookings. So go to jjc.edu/planetarium.
Thinking about selling your home? Don't just list it, leverage it with Eddie Rudiger, designated managing broker of Exit Real Estate Specialists. Eddie puts powerful marketing strategy behind every sale, featuring professional photography, detailed floor plans, immersive 3D virtual tours, and dynamic video walkthroughs that make your home stand out. With targeting online campaigns, social media exposure, and proven strategies, Eddie attracts serious buyers to get your home sold fast and for top dollar. Plus, you'll always be in the loop with clear, constant communication. Ready to sell with confidence? Call Eddie Rudiger at 815-823-5478. That's 815-823-5478. Or visit yourdwellings.com. Eddie Rudiger, Strategic Marketing. Stand out results. 815-823-5478. Or visit yourdwellings.com today.
The face for radio, the heart for real estate. It's Get Real with Eddie.
All right, Joliet resale, because I know Miss Nancy likes to throw that out. Single family houses. We are only going to do detached properties. I'm throwing out the attached.
Okay.
I want to just look at Joliet itself, and that would be it. And no, it does not give us. Oh, it does give us a land, so we can come back and look at land. There it is. So the median sales price is $275. That's up 5.8% in Joliet. The average sales price is $283,417, up 5.3%. So a very good year-over-year market growth. Market time in Joliet is sitting at 38 days. That is up 26.7% from last year, but it's still dead even with where it was in December, and it's only up 2 days from November. So we're not seeing market time jumping like crazy on the average. On the median, it's sitting at 16 days, same as it was last month. That is up 33.3% from last year. Month's supply for Joliet is sitting at 1.6 months, and it's been sitting that way since November. It was sitting 1.5 in October, 1.4. That 1.6 increase is up 33.3% from last year. So, I mean, the numbers don't look horrible. I want to look at that land in Joliet, though.
It's still very low inventory.
Yes.
Like you said, it was kind of picked over.
I want to look at average sales price for land, all property types, all construction types. So, yeah. And let me go back on this. max. So it's been all over the place, honestly, when you're looking at land. So I guess it depends on the lot size, too.
Yeah. Location, lot size, all that stuff.
So we are rather low. I mean, you look at in October 2028, 750,568. All right, there's got to be. The question now comes into play is how many closings were there? You know what I'm saying? I want to see the closed volume, and see that's what you're looking at. You're not selling that many lots.
Yeah.
20 closed sales in January was 20 on land. 20 land deals. That was it in Joliet. So that's why the numbers are all over. So the average sales price for land is $124,230. That's a 211%, 11.7% increase year over year. But I mean, there's not enough to really track or keep in mind to give me an aspect of, because you got so many different variables. If I put a square footage, but the square footage is going to go housing size,
Yeah, that's
not
housing.
lot size. I don't know if we have a lot size option. No, we do not. So this really doesn't give us a good template to see,
Yeah.
how land has increased or decreased in value at all, because it's just not enough data. So, interesting try though. It was an interesting try.
Yeah.
So, back on the detached, any aspects for with the detached that's jumping out at you? I like to look at the bottom of the market in 2012, and it just pretty much goes straight up.
Yeah. It's steadily continuing decline. So, I mean, nothing, it's just going along. And maybe that's the significant part, that it chugs along, that it just continues to chug along.
Yeah, I think that is the big thing. Showings per listing is at 8.6, and those showings keep moving in a downward direction. Now, granted, we are still way over the amount of showings that we were getting in 2019, because in 2019 you were probably around 6.5 to 6.6 showings for 2019, and we're at 8.6. So, but I mean, the peak, believe it or not, for showings was 12 for Joliet, and that was back in 2020 or 2023. So, I mean, that's going all the way back to 09. So I realize we have lost the 08 data. It has fallen off now, finally, because of us hitting 2026. So, and that's good, because trust me, I lived through 2008 as a real estate agent. You did not want to be there. It was
ugly.
It was a lot of
tears.
As
a homeowner, it was ugly. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
You're sitting there looking, I'm paying a mortgage for this, and my house is now where it was ugly.
It was real ugly.
Yeah. You're what? It was just insane, and so at some points. So real estate leaders provide more than 33 million and 25 years of community investment. So there was a article that was up on a Realtor News that I just wanted to talk about. NAR's Community Development Advocacy Program provides millions in grants and resources to help local state realtor associations educate members, inform consumers, develop land with smart growth in mind. We have grant systems, and I know there's a lot of elected individuals that listen to the show. Mm-hmm. If you've got something involving real estate, call me, call Nancy, because we can have an honest conversation to see if we can help with a program, with a system. Nancy is the president-elect of the Three Rivers Association. She has her finger on the pulse. I am a past president. We can help guide and mold. We want to be in those meetings. We want to have those conversations.
I was just looking at grants and looking at all that yesterday, as a matter of fact, working on some grants for some programs. So, yeah, they're out there. There's some great stuff out there that can help communities.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So today, NAR launched the Building Better Communities campaign to show communities developing advocacy all year long to our members and state and local associations. So that is a new program that is out there that we are looking to grow and develop. And the land use is key. And it was been pretty cool. So I ran down to winter meetings for Illinois Realtors and then doubled back for the City of Joliet Comprehensive Plan. And I've been to about 4 meetings on the comprehensive plan, and it's been very, very interesting, very engaging. A lot of good information put out there by the city. But the city is looking for use of, what we can do in mixed use. What can we do differently? What can we do to attract different consumers? Not necessarily building all single-family houses. Don't get me wrong. We want single-family houses.
Yeah.
But everything has a time, place, and an
but we need all kinds of things.
We need all kinds of things. And especially when we talk about affordability and housing, we need entry-line housing. We need that first-time home buyer house.
Yeah.
All right? Now, maybe it's a small bungalow. Maybe it is a condo or a townhouse. Maybe it's rental property. The fact of the matter is rental property is usually your first stop. You rent a house, rent something before you end up buying. I did.
That's how you usually did it. Was you moved out of mom's and dad's and you rented and you got your feet wet living on your own, and then you went from there,
Absolutely. And one of the things that comes into play, everybody talks about the affordability. Well, I just moved out and I'm 22 and I'm renting. Okay, you're renting. Well, I had to get a roommate. Well, yeah, so did I. I had to have a roommate when I was in my 20s. I wasn't just renting my own place. I didn't have my own place, honestly, without a roommate until I bought my house. So, now granted, I know not everybody.
I was going to say,
that.
affordability is
yeah.
The amount of money that it takes to pay for things is a lot different than it was when you were
absolutely
a young
absolutely.
buck, or when I was young.
Yeah.
It was 20% of your income, not 40%.
Yes, absolutely. I
cars, gas, all that stuff.
Yes.
So yeah.
So no, I agree with that. But at the same token, there are things that we did do to make things affordable back then. You know what I'm saying? And that's the one thing I'm just pointing out, is that there was things that we did make things affordable back then. So, really quick, we got a house that came back on the market. Buyer decided not to close on the property, so we have 1550 Marquette Road back on the market. This is a 3-bedroom home in Marquette Gardens. It is a ranch with 1.5 bathrooms, 3 bedrooms, and a 2-car detached garage. Partial basement. It is 1,436 square feet. So give me a call if you're interested. Does need some updating and some work, but you can reach me at 815-823-5478 pertaining to 1550 Marquette Road in Joliet. So nice little ranch. It's got the city sump pump that was done. Do you remember when Joliet was doing that? They put the sump pumps on the outside of the house. So it's got the city sump pump, because a lot of these houses in the 40s didn't have sump pumps. They didn't have that drain, technology, and they didn't utilize it. So pretty cool. So a couple other things that have been updated and kept on the property, definitely. So 815-823-5478 for 1550 Marquette Road in Joliet, listed at $175. Again, 815-823-5478. Big games this weekend. Are you ready?
I am.
Really? Who are you shooting for?
Seahawks.
You want Seahawks?
Mm-hmm.
I know. I actually want the Patriots.
Really? Ew.
I hate Seattle.
Oh, I like Seattle.
Oh.
I mean,
I'm probably going to lose. I think Seattle's going to win it.
They have been
Amazing.
amazing.
Yeah.
They have just been rolling.
And
I'm not a Patriots fan at all.
I mean,
go Hawks.
When we get back after the break, I found this on homes.com. What NFL players want in a home isn't so different after all. So we'll keep it here with Get Real with Eddie.
Are you a real estate agent ready to take your career to the next level? Tired of feeling like just another number in the office? It's time to join a brokerage that's invested in you. Exit Real Estate Specialist. At Exit, we don't just offer a desk, we offer growth, mentorship, and the tools you need to build lasting success. Led by Eddie Rudiger, designated managing broker, we focus on helping agents create generational wealth, not just close deals. Imagine having the support of cutting-edge technology, top-tier training, and a culture where your success is celebrated. Plus, with Exit's unique residual income opportunities, you're not just earning commissions, you're building your future. Ready to grow? Ready to thrive? Join Exit Real Estate Specialist today. Call Eddie Rudiger directly at 815-823-5478 or visit www.exitrealestatespecialist.com to learn more. Your future in real estate starts here.
Welcome to the Lions Club. Being a lion means knowing that kindness matters. We believe in changing the world by serving the needs of our local communities. More than 1.4 million lions around the world are responding to local and global challenges with kindness and care. Come volunteer with us. Your Lions journey starts here. The Crest Hill Lions Club invites you to reach out to your local Lions Club to learn about how you can be a part of a community and bringing passionate, kind-hearted people together to serve local needs. They build relationships that lead to opportunities. In short, when lions serve, life improves, and the community grows. Grow with us. The Crest Hill Lions Club would also like to thank our sponsors who help with our yearly events, such as the car show and picnic at St. Joe's Park, and those who attend and support our Easter egg hunts, Shanahan Bingo, and many more events. The Crest Hill Lions Club meets the first and third Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. For more information on being a lion, go to lionsclub.org to start your journey today. That's lionsclub.org.
It's Eddie Rudiger from Exit Real Estate Specialists.
And Get Real with Eddie. I want to bring to your attention the Herbert Trackman Planetarium at Joliet Junior College. My son loves this. They offer free shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. It's perfect for stargazers. The show provides excellent astronomical instruction and entertainment for no charge. That's right, it is free on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. The planetarium features a 30-foot diameter dome, a new OmniStar digital planetarium projector. During the shows, you can enjoy sky tours using the projector and PowerPoint presentations covering a wide range of astronomical topics. For more information, please visit jjc.edu/planetarium. And for you educators out there, they are open for field trip bookings. So go to jjc.edu/planetarium.
Thinking about selling your home? Don't just list it, leverage it with Eddie Rudiger, designated managing broker of Exit Real Estate Specialists. Eddie puts powerful marketing strategy behind every sale, featuring professional photography, detailed floor plans, immersive 3D virtual tours, and dynamic video walkthroughs that make your home stand out. With targeting online campaigns, social media exposure, and proven strategies, Eddie attracts serious buyers to get your home sold fast and for top dollar. Plus, you'll always be in the loop with clear, constant communication. Ready to sell with confidence? Call Eddie Rudiger at 815-823-5478. That's 815-823-5478. Or visit yourdwellings.com. Eddie Rudiger, Strategic Marketing. Stand out results. 815-823-5478. Or visit yourdwellings.com today.
Stocks may succeed, stocks may fail. Real estate is always there. It's Get Real with Eddie.
All right, so NFL players, what do they want in a house?
Security systems.
I would think so, especially.
Did you see where they are having a lot of break-ins, these players?
Did you see the one morning show where her mom has disappeared?
Yeah.
And
The one chick's mom.
Yes.
She's a.
Meredith, what I can't remember her the last name
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
really sad.
But yeah, her mom is missing.
Yeah.
I mean, so security, I imagine, is definitely a big aspect for them.
No, I guess there's been a rash of break-ins, which makes sense because it's easy to figure out if you know where that player lives. You know their schedule.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know they're going to be gone.
They're like, hey, I can go in on Sunday. No one's going to be there. Well.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's a thing.
That's amazing. That's wow. So,
Anyway, back to all these things that they want.
they so realtor out there, we're working with a Patriots individual.
Ew. Boo.
They stated they're trying to do that for a year. They want to start off renting and see if their contract sticks, and then they move to buying in most cases. So that's one of the biggest aspects. They do seek a sense of community, so they want to be part of their neighborhoods and part of their community. The location plays a role. Obviously, because of how much time they spend at their practice squads and stuff like that. So that is a big aspect for them. They said they end up buying and selling quite a bit because over the course of their career, if you look at most players, they have multiple teams and have not for a very long period of time. You also have regular reasons why people sell. Salary goes up, they upgrade. Salary goes down, they downgrade. Divorce, death, retirement. So there's all different things that kind of play into it.
Yeah.
I would think kids, family growth also.
Yeah.
Especially because
These are young men. They're gonna
and a lot of them usually
have families.
And they have pretty decent sized families. It's like 4 kids or more. It's not the typical 2.1 kids. I see a lot of them with.
I was gonna
kids.
say I would like to see some kind of
data
on that. That'd be kind of interesting.
I see them with usually 3 or 4 children. So
I don't know. I guess I've never
paid attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never really counted.
1, 2 little, 3 little children. NFL players, so they're looking, like I said, location, stuff like that. So, no, not really big differences. So, a lot of them want that turnkey residency. So, so that's a big thing that falls into the aspects of it. And then, again, the ability to sell the property if they get traded.
Mm-hmm.
So, it was a pretty interesting article to go through and read. But I thought it was pretty point since, the game's this weekend.
Yes, the big game.
The big game. My kid, he goes, Dad, we need a really big box of cereal and a big spoon this weekend. I'm just going to leave that one right there. That was my child. That was not me.
Apple didn't fall too far from the tree.
It was pretty good, I gotta say. That wasn't, when it comes to a dad joke, that was not bad. So, and you gotta give me credit. My dad joke calendar has been paying off this year.
Yes, you've come up with some.
I've had some pretty good ones. So, for those wondering, the wife got me one of those little desk calendars for Christmas. And it's a dad joke a day. And if you follow me on social media on my personal page, I'll usually put it into a reel and put some music to it that's usually appropriate. So
I don't know if dad jokes are appropriate.
Dad jokes are always appropriate. Can't go wrong with a dad joke.
So bad.
You can't go wrong with a dad joke. So, I was expecting to see they want a workout room and they want a gymnasium and you think back to Michael Jordan's house, how he had that full
But his
basketball
first house wasn't that.
So,
I mean, I'd be interested to see what his first house was.
like when he was a kid, or the first house he bought after his contract.
His first contract and what he bought.
Yeah, I would.
Versus, obviously, when he had all kinds of deals with Nike and everybody else and was Michael Jordan when he became Michael Jordan.
As he became Michael Jordan?
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find that.
Oh, the first house of Michael Jordan?
Bought.
Okay. Let's see.
First major custom built home was the iconic. It was the big Highland Park one.
The first custom built. The first major custom built. Well, what was his first house?
I wonder if he was still with mom and dad in
I don't know.
Before
56,000 square feet.
It's a big house.
Why? 56,000 square feet. Why?
Well, you got to keep in mind.
Why?
Part of that is a full-size basketball.
Yeah, but still. Anything over... Okay, some of these people have big parties, big homes, big families, whatever. So 5,000 square feet.
Yes.
But anything over that...
It's
really?
too much. You're not, at that point, you're not the one cleaning it.
That's true.
Honest.
That's true.
I mean, when
if you're buying a 56,000 square foot home,
you got someone
you're not cleaning it.
I mean, because that's what you're sitting there going, I ain't clean. No, you're not cleaning it. You have someone coming in and cleaning it.
And, okay, you've got 20 bedrooms in that 56,000 square. Why do you need 20 bedrooms? Why? Why? Just why?
One would be my studio. One would be, a workout room. Well, that would be a separate room.
Oh, that's a separate. You got your own theater and workout space and your basketball court and your this and your that. Okay, we already got that. What do you need? There are probably hallways that you never walk down.
Indoor pool.
Oh, yeah, I'm all about the indoor pool.
Yeah, I know. You'd be all about the indoor pool. Because you'd seriously...
I would be in it
You would
all
be
the time.
in it all the time.
Yes.
And you'd have that thing cranked to 85.
Absolutely. All the time.
My sibling got a really good deal on a house with an indoor pool. And she's finally started turning the heater on, and they're finally getting it. So when you go over there, it's usually around 82 to 85.
That's a little chilly for me, but it's good. It's a start. It's a start.
It's a little chilly for you.
It's a little chilly for me. Like 87 is the coolest. 88, preferably 90.
At the end of the month, I believe me and the wife are going to go do one of those soaking salt things where you sit like in a...
Oh, yeah, the salt rooms?
I don't know if it's a salt room. It's like mineral, but you're in like one of those pods. All right? I don't know if we're in it together or separate. She bought it for me for Christmas. And she went to go schedule it, and so we're gonna. That's coming up at the end of the month, and we're gonna go do that. But the water for that's supposed to be like 92 degrees.
That's my kind of
So that's
that's my kind of that's my kind of thing.
Yeah, so that'll be.
That's why I had a hot tub because.
But I see your point. I mean, 56,000 square feet.
Why do you need 56,000 square? Somebody explain to me.
He apparently wanted 56,000 square feet. And the man earned the money, so he had the right to sell it.
He has every right. I just don't understand it. I
understand. I get it.
Some things I just don't get.
Yep, so.
That's one of them.
All right, well, that wraps it up for Get Real with Eddie today.
That's why I can't afford a 56,000 square foot house.
That wraps it up. Don't forget, check us out online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at GetRealWithEddie.com. That's GetRealWithEddie.com, talking about your largest investment, your home.
Go Seahawks.
Patriots.
Thanks
Thanks for listening to Get Real with Eddie. The views and opinions expressed are those of the host and guests and do not constitute legal, financial, or real estate advice. Listeners should consult appropriate professionals regarding their individual circumstances. Eddie Rudiger and affiliated parties are not liable for actions taken based on this content. Eddie Rudiger is the designated managing broker of Exit Real Estate Specialist, Illinois license number 481-014247, located at 2405 Essington Road, Unit I, Joliet, Illinois 60435. Exit Real Estate Specialists is an equal housing opportunity provider. Each Exit office is independently owned and operated. To join an Exit office, call Eddie at 815-823-5478.